Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Software Inc. Alpha 10. I certainly hope you're having a wonderful day because I'm certainly excited to be back with Nerdrosoft, where things are going very, very well indeed. We are currently sitting just shy of £250 million. We made about 10 million last month off of Nerdrosoft Football and Bug Blocker, which is kind of nuts. But that's not enough. I want more. I want more money, and I have a way to make more money because apparently I'm a bit of a dum-dum. Apparently, we built the Legend of Brian, a Brian to the past, on the Fast Engine, not the Fast Engine 2. So we need to go in here and we need to say that the Fast Engine is going to be ported to absolutely everything except for Doors Mobile. So we'll set that up to be ported, which means we can then port the new Brian game to all of those systems. We're going to make it priority 10 so it gets done nice and quickly, but that's not the only thing we need to do. We need to go through and we need to upgrade all of our computers to the newer model computers, because apparently we are using some laptops from a few years ago. We're also using some PCs, which I believe are in one of the other buildings, which, I mean, they're even older. So we need to get everything swapped out. We need to get everyone upgraded to the new systems so that they can work a little bit better. Although with that, I'm not entirely sure if the new systems do improve work performance or if they just, you know, maybe make them consume a little bit less power. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter what they do. We're just going to get them the new PCs because it kind of makes sense to get them the new PCs because we actually have unlocked them. So we'll keep going down through this building. We'll grab every computer that we can. And we'll make sure they all get upgraded. I think this is actually going to be the last floor that we need to do this on. And I'm also thinking it would probably be an idea to, at some point, get the core team a new building. That definitely seems like a pretty good idea. Let's go ahead and just replace furniture with the new ones there. So that replaced... Did I really Oh, I deselected loads of them. Come on, man. How did I manage to do that? How did I seriously manage to deselect all those computers? I'm better than that. I know what I'm doing here. Okay, so now all of the computers have been replaced. We do still have a bit more work to do. We need to go in and look at our releases here, and we need to start printing some copies of the Fast Engine because people are going to be interested in buying that. So we'll set a maximum number of 100, and let's just do 100,000 on the original Fast Engine. And we also need to make sure we're printing the Fast Engine 2, because I do believe it made 4 million last month, so start printing that as well, and say the maximum is going to be 100,000 there as well. So we should, by all means, when the Fast Engine gets ported to all these systems, to 18 different systems, we should then be able to move the Legend of Brian, a Brian to the past, onto at least a good selection of those systems. Which is fantastic because it means that it's going to make a whole bunch of money. So there we go. Fast Engine has been ported. If we go to Legend of Brian, Brian to the Past, we can then port it to all of those systems, giving it a bunch more potential consumers. So we'll start moving it to all of these new systems, and we should see eventually that it makes money. This is in theory. Now, Fast Engine 2 apparently doesn't meet demand. It made 3 million last month, which is a bit nuts. Hopefully we can get some of those units there into stock. Looks like we are moving at least a few of them into stock, which is perfect stuff. So in theory, Legend of Brian is now on 11 systems it wasn't on before, which means that it should be able to make a ridiculous amount of money next month, or technically this month. So we'll keep an eye on the profits here and see how this ends up turning out with the Legend of Brian, a Brian to the past. 7 million. 12 million on Bug Blocker, but 7 million on Brian there. And Fast Engine 2 is just not really keeping up. I think we need to up the number of copies we're sending out there. So let's say 200,000. And maybe we should hire a few more couriers to come in the mornings as well. So we got a bunch of those guys to come in and grab some boxes just to make sure that everything's getting shipped out, to make sure we can keep making money. And I guess at this point, we can move on from porting and move on from upgrades to start looking towards the future, because Doors Mobile is ready to move into beta. I keep looking at the recommended artists number and thinking for whatever reason the art needs to be 56. It doesn't. It needs to be 3.7, and it's currently 23.9. So Doors Mobile, we're going to move you into beta. It's pretty much ready to, you know, start finalizing. And we could probably go ahead and market that and say that it's going to release... I'm going to say this year. I'm going to say it's releasing this December, giving us 7 months to finish it and market it. So hopefully we can do that. As for Wave Studio X, it needs a bit more work. Another couple of months and we can move it into beta as well. But I'm more than happy that Legend of Brian is finally making some cash. Really, really happy about that. But I think we should start looking towards the even more distant future, because we do want to get a sequel to Doors out at some point. So if we were to do Touch, that's the only difference we have there. We're going to make this £92. It's not going to be Doors 2, it's going to be Doors XP, because of course it is. And it's going to be made by the OS teams there rather than the core team. So approximately 2 years to make this. That's perfectly fine. It's going to run on the internal hosting and be built on Dev 2. Why not? And we'll start... Actually, we could project manage this. We don't have any running project management tasks. Okay. Well, we'll start working on that and see what happens. Can we look at project management then? So, project name. What if we set up something like the Legend of Brian, right? So we do the Legend of Brian. The leader for this is going to be the leader of one of the game dev teams. Game dev 1, we'll say. That's game dev 2. Let's go for game dev 1. Their leader is Weldon Lowe, who is 65 and probably going to retire this year, so never mind. Game Dev 2 has their leader at 51, so Lorraine Carlson is going to lead up the Legend of Brian. So let's do that. The design team is going to be Game Dev 2. The development team is going to be Game Dev 2. The secondary dev team can be none, I guess. The support team is obviously going to be support. The pre-marketing team is going to be all of those guys. The source control management can be Dev 1. The server can be internal hosting. Development time, give it 120%. We'll hype it, auto-develop, only sequels, single IP, try to use own licenses where possible. And maybe handle marketing as well. So I think that could work. As for print job copies, set this to a number above 0 to automatically queue a printing job for each project, which prints the assigned amount of copies when a project hits the beta phase. Add % to the end of the number to print a percentage of the project's followers. Okay, print 75% of the followers. As for the physical copies, that's ordered for each sale on release. Add % to the... Okay, so that's the amount that's ordered for sale on release. That's the amount that get queued up to... Okay, let's do... If we do 200%, then that will start printing... Okay. So that will print 200% of the followers. Let's do 150%. 150% of the followers. As for physical copies, 250,000. Actually, no, 500,000. And that right, so Game Dev 2 is going to be doing The Legend of Brian going forward, which doesn't currently have any release, which is fine. But if we go to my releases and we go to The Legend of Brian, A Brian to the Past, we can start making a sequel. And it is just going to be The Legend of Brian 3, so that they'll kind of keep the numbers going. So this is going to be The Legend of Brian 3. The game engine is going to be the Fast Engine 2, I suppose. Could be Rocket. Could be Rocket. We'll go with Fast Engine 2. The 2D editor is going to be Vinyl Premium. Maybe not. Let's go with Vision 2. And then the audio tool is going to have to be Record Maker 5, which is fine by me. Now, that's only going to be great, but that's all right. Let's give it multiplayer. Let's give it 3D graphics. Let's give it cutscenes and motion capture. The 3D editor here is going to be Vision 3DX, which is good. That's fine. I guess touch support works as well. That seems fine to me. So this is going to be The Legend of Brian 3. It's going to be priced at £70. It's going to be going on to whatever operating systems can support it, which I guess is going to be those two. And I guess we set it to project management for The Legend of Brian. So there we go. That project management team, Game Dev 2, is going to be working on The Legend of Brian 3. So they're automatically going to work on that, and we can go ahead and make sure that they are set to only do sequels. So they are only ever going to make Legend of Brian games. Which is totally, that works. That absolutely works by me. So Game Dev 2 is only going to make Legend of Brian games. And they'll automatically do it as well. I don't need to really tell them to do anything. Although apparently they're not doing anything right now. They have a leader. Lorraine Carlson is their leader. I'm not quite sure why they're not working on anything, but we'll just leave them to it for the time being. 7 million, 4 million, 11 million, 1,600,000. Just ridiculous money there. Some of my electronics are being affected by the heat. The servers are a little bit warm in there. Could probably do with some ventilation. I have seen a couple of comments saying that we should absolutely get some ventilation there. What if we were to do what if we turn off only sequels there? Does that start development there? I guess we'll see. The good news though is Doors XP is almost ready for full development, so hopefully momentarily we can go ahead and just push that into alpha, which is good. Now, Doors Mobile is getting closer and closer to release. It does release this December. Let's go ahead and start up a marketing campaign for it. I don't think it's going to be hugely popular, but that's all right. We'll give it to the usual teams. We'll put out the press release. It actually has a decent number of followers. Let's go ahead and put out a press build as well, and also just hype it to make sure that people stay relatively interested. So 3,500 followers is not bad. These guys are still working on nothing, which is a little frustrating because I realize, you know, I don't think Game Dev 1's doing anything currently. Oh, there we go. So now they're working on The Legend of Brian 3. So if we go to options, we can say only sequels. So basically, they're only ever going to work on the sequels, which is fine. So they can design it, they can develop it, they'll market it, they'll do everything. Project management will automatically handle that, which is fantastic. Because it's a big seller, you know? It is a big seller. So hopefully it will work out for us. It is unfortunately only on 2 operating systems though, so I wonder, is Vision 3D on everything it could be on? It seems so. What about the Fast Engine 2? Is it on everything it can be? No. Let's put it on OptiOS. And then Vision 2. Yeah, it's sort of on everything it can be as well. So that's fine. I guess with the Doors XP releasing so soon, we should start looking into porting things to it. So, actually no, Doors XP doesn't release soon, mobile does. So let's start porting different things to the mobile operating system, I suppose. That unfortunately can't go to it. Can Rocket go to Doors Mobile? It totally can. Let's also put Rocket on Opti OS there. Fast Engine 2 already being ported. Record Maker 5 cannot go on it. It can go on Doors XP though. Legend of Brian, I don't think we can do that until Rocket gets ported, or was that football? I don't remember. What about you? No, you can't go to anything. What about that original Fast Engine? It can go to mobile, which is good news, so we'll get that done. Tower Show. We didn't make that, did we? I guess we'll go ahead and trade that IP. Sure. Then Chaos Engine, we could maybe port it over to mobile. Why not? We'll get it moved over. And that way we have all these things sort of queued up to release onto mobile as soon as Doors Mobile releases. I'm also going to make the priority really, really high for all of them so that that just kind of gets done as quick as it can. So we'll get all those moved on to Doors Mobile. And like I said, as soon as it releases, we'll be good. We have a lot of things we're still supporting here. We could probably stop marketing Rocket, though. We could probably stop doing that. It isn't making anything, but it's fine. We'll sort of let them do their thing. Let's see. These things are all being ported, so we are just going to have to wait on that one. That's fine, though. We can totally hold out. We can totally wait on that. I am noticing marketing is apparently going a little slow there. Apparently we didn't finish marketing on everything. There we go. At least they more or less got a bunch of it finished, so that's fine. We are still making ridiculous amounts of cash. I mean, if we look here, we can look at the charts. We currently have more money than we have ever had. So, I think we're doing all right. I do think we are doing all right. I'm not going to complain there. I do want to look at employee benefits, though. I mean, that's all applied. We've had this applied for a while, but every time someone leaves, it seems like it doesn't really do anything. We're not paying anyone anything. So I don't know. I don't know. We have some nice interest in there, though. That's beautiful stuff. An employee is not having their social needs met. Well, then go somewhere where you can have your social needs met. We have canteens for that purpose. All right? We have canteens for that reason. Let's see here. 12 million, 1 million, 7 million, 889,000, 496,000. Not bad. Not bad at all. And Legend of Brian 3 still coming along with project management. I do absolutely want to get project management set up for pretty much everything at some point. That'd be really good to do. Now this guy's retired. Did he get paid anything? No. Why are we not paying them anything? What am I missing here? Employee benefits, pension, 30 a month. 120 a month? Sure, apply. There you go. We'll give them like 120 a month into their pension. It doesn't seem to be making a difference. They had 30 a month for a couple of years and it just did nothing for them, so I don't know. I'm really confused there. I am really, really confused there. But, you know, no big deal. It's fine. Nerdist Football, interestingly, making no money anymore. Legend of Brian up to 9 million. Have we sold Nerdist Football Mobile to literally everyone that can? No, we haven't. So let's get that done, huh? Let's get Nerdist Football Mobile out to another 250,000 people, please. And you know what? Let's also go ahead and put out a... Let's put out another press build of Doors Mobile, and let's... Oh, not reviews. Let's also put out another press release. Because we can, really. Hopefully it'll boost the followers a little bit. It did, actually. It totally did. So let's see. It is cutting edge, apparently. That's good. That is definitely good. Apparently Legend of Brian 3 is in active development right now, so that's beautiful. Hopefully it ends up being good. Because if it isn't, I'm going to be a little peeved. I'm going to be December 2006. So Legend of Brian 3 is 3 years out. Okay. Okay. That's somewhat promising, I guess. December 2006 is, yeah, it's 3 years away, so... You know, maybe we'll see... Maybe we'll see some good stuff there. That's actually really, really good news. I do want to have a look at, I do want to have a look at Doors XP. So it needs 76 and 5. And it is going slow. Let's maybe up the priority of Doors XP a little bit and bring Doors Mobile down. Since apparently Doors XP is probably going to be in development for more than the 2 years that I think it recommended. Definitely feeling like it's going to be there for a fair bit more than 2 years, but we'll find out. We'll definitely find out. Anyway, December is about to hit. It's going to be a big month, hopefully. Hopefully going to be a big month. I can't see my mouse. There it is. We'll accept all of those. That's fine. So what are we looking at? 1.9 million, 1.2 million. Not as many millions as I'd like, but whatever. That's all right. I guess we have been trending down a little bit. I guess we're coming off the back of those huge sales. Not going to complain. Either way, 1,250 bugs in Doors Mobile gone. Let's release it. We're going to start a marketing campaign. 50,000. We're going to print immediately 250,000 copies. And then Doors Mobile, we are going to start printing, and we're going to say the maximum is 400,000 copies. So there we go. We'll start getting that done. Move this up a little bit. We probably... Well, actually, you know what? I think we could probably stop marketing Rocket. But I'm curious to see if it actually makes money now that it's on Doors Mobile. Because technically a few things are. Now, Legend of Brian, can we move you? No. That's interesting. Fast Engine, Port, Doors XP, no. What about Vision 2? I just want to see if we can move anything to Doors Mobile. Because if we can, that'd be nice. What about the original Brian? Nope. That's a bit of a shame. We could move the original Legend of Brian game to those 3 systems, though. Get a little bit of extra sales. Record Maker 5, Doors XP, no. Rocket, I believe we did just move. Fast Engine 2, Doors Mobile, absolutely. 3DX, I don't think can go there. It can go to XP, though. The new Brian game, I think we already checked this, but we'll look again just for the sake of it. Football Mobile, can it go to Doors Mobile? It can. No, we do not want to sell the mobile IP. Then Bug Blocker cannot go to mobile either. That's fine. That's totally fine. Can we prioritize the porting jobs down here just to make sure all this stuff gets onto the new system as quick as possible? There we go. The engines go across, the football game goes across, Brian goes across, the new systems as well. Brian is going to have to be finished by OS 2, but that's all right. There we go. So the original Legend of Brian moves across, and we're going to find out, does Doors Mobile have any chance of making a profit? I do sincerely hope so. I really, really do. 2.7 million. That's actually not bad, to be honest. That's potentially our most successful operating system yet. I mean, it's still not going to profit, but 37,000 units in a month, I'm not going to complain. 99 pounds. We have a decent amount in stock, so assuming we keep up with support, we'll be fine. Assuming we keep up with support, we're fine. So hopefully we can do that. And I mean, it looks like we can. It looks like the support team can pretty much get through everything, which I absolutely love. 37,000 active users. Let's move support up to there and minimize. Let's minimize marketing as well, and also minimize that. Because at the moment, I believe the only thing we need to urgently work on is... Actually, you know what? Wave Studio X is ready to at least review. So let's see what people think of Wave Studio X. It is a 9.2. Okay. Promote that. Market it. And let's say it's releasing in October of this year. Gives us 9 months. And then marketing can start around July. Which I think will totally work. I think marketing in July is going to give us just enough time to build the hype up for it. And then we'll go from there. And then honestly, we could probably just set up Wave Studio as a project management. We could probably do the same with a few other things as well. Now let's see here. Another 2.2 on 2.3 on Doors Mobile. Not complaining. It seems Rocket isn't getting any sales, so stop that. Vision 3DX apparently not really pulling any sales either. Which is a pain. Definitely a pain there that's not pulling any sales, but whatever. We'll not stress too much about it. I guess, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, you know, what can I say? More profits. More profits coming in. We are almost at $500 million. So I think what I'm going to say is that we'll leave it there for today, and that I have a question, because I don't really know what the next step for our company should be. Of course, we have the old classic option of trying to buy out every other company, which we could try. We could definitely try buying out the other companies. Theta Interactive, for example, is our closest competitor, and apparently all they release is antivirus. So, I mean, they've done pretty well for themselves, actually. 34 million there, 46 there. Their most recent, I mean, Anti-Trojan Choker 11 didn't really do amazing for them. And then number 12 didn't do amazing. This one's been out for a couple of months and hasn't really sold that many either, so I think Theta Interactive might have some problems on the horizon, especially since they went from 46 million to 61,000. That's gotta be rough. That's gotta be rough right there. Oh wait, no, that's why. They put one out in May of that year and then followed up that December with another one, so I don't think that will have actually hurt them that much. Just looking at it. It was also super cheap. That's probably why they're making no money anymore. Those are super cheap. And looking at it as well, I mean, they don't have that many active users, and I think the reason for that could be Bug Blocker. Because it has 1.7 hold on, active user 1.7 million active users on Bug Blocker. Oh, Bug Blocker should be our next project management, actually. That should definitely be our next project management. These guys have 176 products. What do they release? They do OptiSlim, Lion. It's because they keep buying things, usually from me after I get a company that has stuff I don't want. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it there for today, and I do have that question that I mentioned. What do we do with the company? Where do we go from here? You know, do we try and buy everyone out? Do we try and get to be worth £1 billion? Is that where we go from here? Because we could do it. We could, I think, absolutely become worth £1 billion. We could probably become worth £1 billion Even with buying out all the other companies, you know, I do think we could do that simply because there would be literally no competition in the PC market. So I'll leave the question up to you for sure, and we'll see what we end up doing. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, thank you kind of for watching. This has been Software Inc. Alpha 10, part whatever it is. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!